We are getting Juice WRLD's new album, The Party Never Ends, finally on November 29th, which is in 2 days this week's Friday. I have some problems so far with the record, and I'm really worried that this will once again damage his reputation and his legacy, as I think a lot of fans share. So today we're gonna go over all of that, so let's jump straight into this. If you want to stay up to date with everything surrounding hip-hop, make sure to subscribe and also become a part of this community by joining our Discord server in the description. Real quick, if you don't want to listen to this, make sure to skip 10 seconds into the future, but you can now sign up for my free newsletter with the first link in the description. It comes every Sunday and recaps everything that's been happening in hip-hop over the past week, so make sure to do that. So The Party Never Ends is finally dropping this week. It's crazy to even say this because this is the most hyped up thing for Juice WRLD fans, obviously, that we've had ever since Fighting Demons dropped about, at this point, 3 years ago. That's crazy to even say. But you know, we all hope for this. You know, this is kind of the big grail that we've all been waiting for. But it really comes with some duds. Now, obviously, Juice WRLD's unreleased catalog is huge. He has, you know, to some reports, over 3,000 unreleased songs. So it's only natural that his estate and Lil Bibby, they would want to put out new albums. I mean, we've gotten Legends Never Die in 2020, then in 2021, the end of 2021, we've gotten Fighting Demons, and then now in 2024, we're getting The Party Never Ends, which has always been this mysterious title, even before Fighting Demons, that fans have always seen as very mysterious. But so far for me, I gotta say, from Legends Never Die, which was still pretty good, as I remember that, you know, summer 2020, shortly after Juice obviously had also passed half a year later, this was still a very good project. Then Fighting Demons already was, you know, with some skips in the track list, or you could tell that it was filled in very heavily, or that some of the recordings weren't as proper. And I really feel like The Party Never Ends will even expand on that and have more of that negative side to it as well. So I feel like the quality of the unreleased stuff just keeps going down, which is really sad to see. And obviously the big question we've had for the past 4 years is, when do you stop? When do you really stop and you just don't put out stuff that is not really, you know, in the spirit of what Juice WRLD really was while he was still with us? Now, we've gotten a trailer for this thing as well, which is very cinematic. It's very high effort, high quality, where we can see in 2065, I believe this is playing, where a grandfather is talking to his grandchildren, and he's telling them the story, the legend of Juice WRLD, and how that was the best artist of all time, and that his last album, The Party Never Ends, thereby also confirming that this would be the last album that we're getting, which, as I said, might also be a good sign that that was really worth the wait, that was the big one, the best, which I really doubt. But, you know, they have to somehow promote this, obviously. I get that. I just feel like, you know, they know themselves that fans are not going to see this as the best record. Also, considering how much group buys and unreleased stuff of Juice we've already heard, and there's a very slight chance only that the quality will somehow be magically way better on this record. We've also gotten a single, which is All Girls Are the Same Part 2 with Nicki Minaj, that dropped November 15th, so 2 weeks ago on that Friday, which isn't bad, but it's really not like his best song. It tried to obviously capitalize off of the name, off of All Girls Are the Same, which is one of his biggest songs, and really the one that broke him into also another level of success, together with Lucid Dreams, obviously. So I feel like that was an attempt to somehow get some momentum, somehow get some snowball rolling for this new album. But the feature really doesn't make it better. They also dropped a whole bunch of different versions for this song, which usually shows that there's a lot of, you know, we're trying to monetize off of this behind the scenes going on, when you're just trying to push streams artificially, quote unquote. They also have alternate versions too. I don't like this. For some reason, even though I know it's common practice, every time I see when a single drops and it has 10 different versions, slowed and sped up and alternate and whatever, extended, then I don't know. I feel like it always has a bitter taste to it. I don't know if you can relate to that, but let me know. Now, we also obviously got to talk about the cover art, because that was the big controversy also among Juice WRLD fans. This right here is the cover art. You've probably seen this. This was made by Takashi Murakami, legendary Japanese artist who's worked with a lot of artists in the past as well. For example, Kanye, Kitsy Ghosts, his most recent art in hip-hop. And a lot of people obviously hated this cover because it really doesn't look really good. It really doesn't look good. That's all I can say about it. Also, the fact that it alludes to this whole drugged outness, associated with Juice WRLD, is just also maybe a little bit tasteless, considering also the fact that, his mom came out that he was trying to get help. The whole context behind it just really is not what you would expect from a Juice WRLD record at this point. Still, it's there. We somehow have to deal with this. I mean, maybe you noticed we got in late October, I believe, the pre-party with 4 songs that were quite all right, which already had a similar album cover that looked just as horrible. So it's not like this is a new thing, but it's just another iteration of it now. But, I do have to add that, Juice WRLD actually met up with Murakami while, he was still alive, I believe in 2019. So it's not like this was just album art that was, in the hands of somebody that was not even somehow, connected to it. This was actually probably, at least the idea behind it, the process of the two of them working together on something. So maybe Juice even had his hands in the work of this thing. But even so, it's really not good. And also you got to consider his estate and Lil Bibby have obviously been trying to milk this thing for a very long time. He's recently also now gotten a Fortnite character, which is just, everybody goes to that now ever since Travis started it. They also have this new music video for one of the songs. We don't have the track list yet, but there is one of the songs that they now also have a YouTube Fortnite video for. So they have a music video in Fortnite. I mean, what place have we gotten to that is the single or like the music video you have at release for the album with Fortnite? I get that Juice can't film his own music videos, but then maybe not do a video if you have to do it in Fortnite. I mean, this was probably also not something that Juice would have intended to do. And I mean, just this entire thing between releasing this album, knowing that it likely won't be, regarded by fans as his best, knowing that they've heard a bunch of the material, knowing that, they also released this single with 10,000 different versions in it, and doing this Fortnite deal with the music video, it just seems like there are incentives behind this that are not truly genuine to, Juice's music. And we most recently also got the announcement that Mac Miller's new album, Balloonerism, that is dropping in January, which is also a fan favorite and was kind of curated by his estate at this point. When you have the contrast between these two, the one with Mac where his estate was listening to what fans would want, I said in that video there might be monetary incentive there, but still it feels like that is actually somehow genuine, even if the incentive behind it is money. But in this case, it's just too obvious and it feels, ingenuine. But that's just my thoughts on this. Do let me know what y'all think about this. Are you excited for The Party Never Ends dropping this Friday? Are you looking forward to the Fortnite music video? What do you think of the cover art of this entire situation? I think, fans are not unanimously positive about this. I see a lot of criticism of this online. So let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and you'll take care.